Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. This morning I'm out here at Lowe's. We're going to pick up some gravel by the bag, and you can see the gravel they've got here. This is drainage rock. It's 3/4 of an inch washed stone, and we just need a few bags, so we're just picking up some material here. Today we're here at Lowe's. We're going to pick up a few parts, some keys, some Ys, pick up a few more fittings and some pipe for a small job that the homeowner could do themselves. What we're going to do is we're going to be sealing the exterior wall, foundation wall. We're going to show you how to do that. So you're going to need some perforated pipe. We're going to get a 100-foot roll just because we're going to have some extra, but we need some perforated pipe, need those fittings. We're also going to need some solid pipe, which is down here. Pick all that up. A couple more things that we need is some bags of gravel, and we're also going to need some liquid rubber. So I'm going to show you that stuff too. We don't really need an expensive roller brush. We just need a roller, and then we just need a cheap roller to put that on. So this is really all we need from here. And an inexpensive brush to slide our liquid rubber on. And that's about it. We'll get to a... And finally, the last thing that we need, most important thing on this job, is our liquid rubber. And we're over here in the roofing department, and you can kind of see over here we have lots of different materials. You see something down there, it's called rubber coat. We've got roof and foundation coating. We've got roof and flashing cement. And we've got some kind of a filler. But what we're looking for is the rubber coat. And we're going to go ahead and get this commercial grade. And what this does, this seals the block. This seals up the block and keeps that water from getting into the foundation of your home. Okay, so we have all of our material loaded up. I came back here to the office to get a few more things, but the big question that people ask is, how much gravel do you need? Well, you know, I really can't answer that question for you because every job is different. On this job, it's a relatively small job. We've got 20 bags of gravel. Each bag of gravel weighs about 50 pounds, so that's still a half a ton of gravel. And we may use it all, we may not, but it's always better to get more gravel so that you don't have to go back and forth to get more parts. This job is a pretty straightforward job. We're going to be digging along the foundation wall down to just below the footer. We're going to put gravel perforated pipe at the footer level. We're going to seal the wall up with the liquid rubber, and that keeps the water from coming into the foundation. But the drainage is really the most important thing. And another question that people ask me is, why don't we use fabric? Sometimes we do use fabric. The fabric is a soil separator. It does help keep some of the dirt out of the gravel, but in reality, it'll last 15 to 20 years regardless of whether you use fabric or not. The more gravel, the better. And the gravel flows. Remember how a French drain works, is that water floods up through the trench into your pipe and is carried away by the pipe. It doesn't drop down through the top of the pipe. That's virtually impossible. It has to come down and flood from the bottom up, and then the pipe carries it away. So again, you need a few more things. If you've got them, great. Shovels, rakes, wheelbarrows, really helpful. And if you've got a couple helpers, it'll go really quick. So let's go take a look at the job and see exactly what we do to install. We've got the footer started to dug around the side here. You can see we've got it cleaned off. And basically, even though this is a slab, here's the footer right here, and here's the first layer of block that comes up. And what's happening is that water is getting sucked up right here, and you can see all the green algae. This is water, and it's just getting sucked right up into this block, and the floor level is probably right here. In fact, I think that is the floor. That's a concrete pour right there. So water is just getting sucked up. We need to put gravel perforated pipe all along this footer to help get this water out And you can see I've already started a trench out there going out and under the fence. Okay, so we've got our footer exposed. Now we're just going to spray it off and scrape it, and it'll be ready to dry here and put our liquid rubber on top and seal all this footer. Or I should say all the foundation wall. But we'll scrape off all that. There's a little bit of algae that's grown on the side of it. We'll scrape that off. We just want to get the mud off of here first. So now we're putting on a liquid rubber, and you can see you just paint it on, and you fill up all the cracks, and you get it right down to that footer. And it's real important that you fill the footer. The seam of the footer has to get a lot of tar on it, and this will help keep that water from permeating up through the concrete. You can see she's got some holes and cracks in that concrete. Putting some concrete in there to patch that will do absolutely nothing, but it's not a structural problem here that we're working on. It's a water problem, and those cracks right there at the edge of her pour of the floor, they're not going to cause any damage to the floor. That's just a really bad pour. So basically we're going to paint that whole footer all the way around. You can see we've cleaned it all off nicely. We'll come all the way around. So now we're just going to pour a little base of gravel. Gravel by the bag, guys. Try not to get it on the footer. Get down a little deeper. Just get a little deeper. We're just pouring a little base of gravel so that pipe's not down in the dirt itself. And we'll go all the way around the footer, and then we'll put perforated pipe in here, 4-inch perforated, and then we'll cover that with the gravel back up to the top of the footer. Okay, so you can see our perforated pipe. This is slotted pipe. There's holes all the way around it. We've got a base of gravel underneath. We've got our footer sealed. We're going to bring the gravel right up to grade. You can see over here they're pouring the gravel. And this will be the discharge. Changes to solid pipe, and will run out and under the fence and over the hill. So here's our footer tile. It's placed just below the top of the footer. We're going to continue to cover that section with gravel. You can see we've got it backfilled with gravel. There's our T connection for the discharge, and we've got solid pipe going out and under the fence and over the hill. Then you just backfill and you're done. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.